Good evening, race fans. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope better than me having to work out in the rain for 2 days. I don't know about you all, but last night, right when the storm was rolling in, I was trying to get over to grab a car, and I get back to the lot and drop it. As soon as I pull in the lot, the winds kicked in, the rain kicked in, and I had to get it off the bed because I had to go do something else, and I got drenched. So for spending the whole winter and into this time not getting wet and working in the rain, God paid me back in one big storm. So I hope everybody is having a good week so far. I think what we're going to do, if everybody agrees and doesn't have a problem with it, I think I'm going to move the show to Wednesday nights. And I want to do that for several reasons. Mainly one, because Mondays and Tuesdays have been crazy so far, and we're getting ready to get in construction season. I'm using my Perel, cleaning my hands. So if you guys don't mind, would you mind if I move the show to Wednesdays from 7 to 9? Tonight's only going to be an hour. We only have a little bit of stuff to talk about, but man, I wiped my nose with that stuff. Now
that was really stupid of
I'm
you.
an idiot.
Well,
but yeah, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to move the show to Wednesday nights because Tuesdays have been crazy, and I hate missing shows because then it looks like I don't want to do the show, and I absolutely do want to do the show. I really 100% want to do it, but Tuesdays have just been killing me, and Wednesdays will.
What do you do if like racetracks have their practice night on Wednesdays?
There's nothing I can do.
Go live from the track?
I'm not going live from the track. I'm definitely not doing that.
Well, I mean.
So I hope everybody's had a great week, or so far, being hump day. But man, we do have a lot to talk about tonight. Right before we went on the air, Princess and a couple of her friends been giving me some grief. Tony, thank you. I appreciate it. Tony, put your name in the way you put it on Facebook or in the message the last time, so we can figure out. Like, it was a big debate last week how to say his last name.
We should have screenshotted.
We should have screenshotted.
We're going to do that as soon as he puts it on here. The phonetic way to say it. We're going to screenshot this.
Yeah. So
we just say Tony the photographer.
Tony the photographer. But yeah, we have a lot to talk about. But before we went on the air, and this is something that's been happening for like a month. Laura and I have been arguing about, and a couple of my friends keep pushing. So they want me to, Laura and others, on Fridays, just on Friday mornings, from 6 a.m. till 9 a.m., do some music, talk about what's coming up for the weekend, and get your day started. I'm not a morning person. And one of her friends said they would give me $100 just to watch me get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, come in here and be on from 6 to 9.
It's your first sponsor right there. just go on, talk about the news. Laura. Not racing, just the news.
And just get prepared for the weekend and do that kind of stuff.
Instead of the Friday drive home, you're like the Friday, let's get to work.
Let's get the day started. I can't do it, man.
You can get everybody fired up for their Friday.
I can't. It's so early. I want you to think about this.
Oh, listen. No, I didn't say I'm going to be your producer.
Well, who's going to be the producer?
I don't know. I'll find somebody, but I will not be up that early. But I think it's a great idea for you.
It's not a great idea.
No, it's a fantastic idea.
So I want you to think about this. So we get up to do a show at 6 a.m. And I'm not worried about the music because I have a lot of friends in the Cleveland music scene that would allow me to play their music, get permission and stuff. Yeah. So I know, I know I could play Michael Stanley's music, Michael Weber. I could do Boku, probably get commission or get special permission from Eric Carmen's people, Jennifer Lee, one of my favorite woman singers in the world.
Yes.
I love Jennifer Lee.
See, we're already on track. There you go.
And listen, I love Jennifer Lee, man. Of all the women that I hear singing in my whole lifetime, she's got the most beautiful, amazing voice. And here's a little tidbit about Jennifer. Jennifer was Michael's backup vocals. Is that how I want to say it?
Yes.
Harmonies and all that for many years with the Michael Stanley Band. But she was also involved.
Michael Stanley and the Resonators.
Yeah. She was also involved with Eric Carmen. So yes, we'll get to racing here in a second. But if you listen to one of the songs.
Lose control.
Is that what it is?
Make me lose control. Yeah.
And one of the lyrics is, Jennifer knows the song by heart or something like that.
Jennifer singing Stand By Me. She
Don't
knows every single word by heart.
That's
yes.
it.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll never sing again. I am so sorry. I cannot sing.
I love Jennifer's voice, and she has some new.
So we were saying we are pretty sure that that's what Eric was talking about.
We're pretty positive it was Jennifer. Jennifer Lee, who actually lives near downtown Willoughby.
She does.
And she's such an amazing person. I know sometimes I agitate her and I piss her off, and she hasn't beat me up yet, so that's a good sign.
You agitate everybody.
I know. Okay. So Laura and her couple friends want me one Friday morning to get up, get in here at 6 a.m. and for 3 hours play music and talk about the weekend, do some funny stuff.
Well, we know that in between songs, you're just going to talk about food. So we're already going to prepare
for like breakfast and stuff.
That you're going to have like, oh, this is my Biagio donut. This is my glizzy hot dog.
But you know what? I think I would even consider doing it. And it's not even for your friends that you're conning to pay me to do it just to get me up that early. I think I would do it if Cantley was involved. I think if Cantley came in, and a lot of people don't know something
on a Friday, but
I mean, I'd have to talk to him. But a lot of people don't.
Stanishevsky.
None of my comments are popping up. You'll probably have to.
Because maybe they're doing it on the media page.
It could be
Stanishevsky.
But
right there, I just put on the screen.
Doug Cantley is so hilarious. You guys have no idea that Doug is this funny. Like, he really knows how to make you laugh. All right, so Tony.
Stanishevsky.
Stanishevsky.
Or Shevsky. So Stanishevsky.
Okay. Okay. Laura's just going to keep repeating.
Or Stanishevsky. If I keep repeating, I'm going to remember how to say it. I'm never going to go, hey, it's Tony Stanishevsky. I already screwed it up. Tony.
Yeah. Hey, Tony. How you doing, guy?
Tony. Staying out of trouble.
How's it going, Tony? Stanny guy. How you doing, Stanny?
The picture guy. Tony.
Joe Phillips is up that early. He's like, I can talk about food with you. We can talk about breakfast and stuff.
You don't have to have them in studio. They can be.
I could bring them.
It's very simple. I can send them a link. Well, you can because I won't be awake. But they can be on their.
I just don't think. Listen, right now it's $100 to get me in here, and I don't want to say their name because I don't want to oust them. But if they want me to say their name, I will. But $100 to get up this. Ed McKnight High Pumpkin. Where's Ed been?
$100.
The guy that's helped everybody. I hope that he's been quiet because he's trying to buy Lorraine right now. Yeah. Fingers crossed. That's why Ed's been quiet lately.
You've been hounding him about doing that for a year.
By me saying that right now, he's cleaning his shotgun and he's sticking the cleaner down in the tube, putting a bullet in there with my name on it.
I am not buying Lorraine. Stop nagging me, Jerry.
Hey, Jeff Hope, how you doing this evening, sir? Hope everything's going good. So, yeah, before we get the racing started, Jason Deal, right? Morning pizza.
Yeah.
How about pizza with like scrambled eggs on it? I mean, what would this, Jason, what would be, instead of having sauce, so you'd have the dough cooked, obviously, with eggs and bacon and that on the pizza. So what would be the sauce?
Egg yolk.
Oh, my God.
Okay, I don't know.
But yeah,
wait. Jason is like the chef of our
so he'll be able to tell us.
Yeah, he can tell us.
But yeah, so there's been a big argument going on. Like right before we went on air, it kind of messed me up because people that have been in the studio, they say I'm kind of quiet. Before I like to kind of get my thoughts together, how we're going to do things. And I got her arguing with me. We should really do the Friday morning from 6 to 9.
And I say we, I mean he.
No, when you say we, you mean us.
No, I would like 6 to 9. While you're doing that, it gives me time to like do paperwork and study and like.
You're not getting up at between 6 and 9.
I thought I would if I was peace and quiet.
So that's been the big talk for about the past 5 days of her and her friends. And I say friends, I mean our friends that are racing people.
I have no friends.
That know I'm not a morning person, but I don't think I could get up for $100 to get up on a Friday morning at 6 a.m. to get everybody.
Maybe we'll get some sponsors. I mean, I don't get out of bed for more than 100 or less than 150. So
that's why when the apartment complexes call us, the first thing they say is, "What's it going to cost us to get Laura out of bed?"
If it's before 9 a.m., there's some coffee involved.
Kyle Carlson, glad to see you could make it tonight, Jerry. Kyle, what I was saying before, I don't know if you were on or not, Because I think what I'm going to do, because there's been so much drama on Monday and Tuesdays with work and everything, construction season's here. I think I'm going to move the show to Wednesday nights, as long as you guys don't have a problem with that.
Well, what we'll do is we'll put like a post up and like, let's take like a small poll. What works for everybody? If everybody says, man, Wednesdays suck because I'm doing this or I'm watching this podcast, or of course we are the ultimate podcast, but there is competition out there. You know, we want to hear from you guys. So we'll put that up there. What works, Tuesday? Or I know a lot of people do Thursdays, so that's why that's out, but let's try Tuesday or Wednesday and see what works for everybody. Cause we want you guys to be a part of this live. That's what's fun. You know,
and Kyle, I do want to get you in here in the next couple of weeks. I got to get with Jim Foose Jr. because I want both of you in here to come in on the show. If we can get maybe Lux in it, can we do 3 guests at one time?
I cannot right this moment.
What if we buy another one of these cameras?
I mean, it's not the cameras. It's like figuring out how to make it compatible into the computer. Let's talk about it later.
Buy a bigger and nicer computer. I get it.
Right. Well,
Joe Phillips. Gravy from the biscuits, gravy on the pizza. Man, I don't know if I could do. I'm not a gravy kind of guy. When I go to Perkins, because I love Perkins here in Painesville, when I go to Perkins, I get the skillet without the gravy. I can't eat gravy. I don't know what it is for breakfast. I could eat it for dinner on meatloaf or whatever. But for breakfast, I cannot eat the gravy, man. It's just nasty. Some of you guys will agree with me. But so I don't know. The Laura and all these guys fight with me before the show about doing a Friday morning show. It'll be racing, music. We'll talk about topics. We'll get Cantley in here. Maybe we'll do some funny skits and stuff like that and do some fun stuff. So I just want.
Oh, I got to put the comment up here. I don't know if you could read it, but Chuck Chapman says, not Wednesdays. I raced at the Cloverleaf.
Chuck.
He says the new one, since that announcement was today.
Oh, yeah, the new announcement of Cloverleaf. Chuck, don't we miss the Wednesday nights at Cloverleaf? You're having a bad week. Monday and Tuesday at work kind of sucked. You worked in a factory on those hot summer days, and then you get to go out to Cloverleaf on a Wednesday night and watch the great racing.
I'm confused. Was that regular racing, or was it like
It was Wednesday night racing, but when they did it, I think, and Chuck could correct me, I think it was only like $1 to get in, or it was $1 food. It was really cheap on Wednesday
But then
night.
you guys still raced on Sundays.
And still raced on Sundays.
Oh,
yeah,
so twice a week you guys race, every single week, all summer.
Jeremy Holbrook, motherfucker, you look like you eat plenty of gravy. Laura, tell him I don't eat gravy at all.
Yeah, he eats.
The only time I eat gravy is on my meatloaf.
He eats the country skillet minus the gravy.
Yeah, I just can't do it with the gravy. And all of my friends that are in the country, I know they probably look down on me and go, man, this guy don't eat gravy.
I don't do gravy.
So, Jeff Pfeiffer, how you doing, brother? Hope things are going well. So, yeah, we were talking about just doing this Friday show in the morning. If I can get, the only way I'll agree to do it for all you guys is if I can get Cantley in here.
You can't. He works on Friday.
Then he's going to have to miss a day of work. There's nothing I can do.
Is this like an every? Okay,
no,
so
you guys just said do it one time to see how it goes.
Well,
and I know you only want me to do it because you want to see me get out of bed that early.
I just need some peace and quiet. That's all.
Atomic Speedway started Wednesday night race. Is that just fun racing, like just compacts and stuff like that? Or is it a full schedule, Kyle? So we have a lot to talk about within this hour. I don't want to hold everybody up tonight, but yeah, Laura will put it up on Facebook to get everybody's opinion.
For Tuesdays or Wednesdays for the podcast.
I really would like to move to Wednesdays just so we're not missing any more shows. Mondays and Tuesdays are my busiest days of the week besides Friday. Wednesday's kind of my easiest day.
Yeah. Like yesterday, we were stuck out in the tornado. So
yeah, one time after another.
There was no way. I'm glad we canceled it before we realized the weather just went completely sideways.
Yeah.
So.
And I wanted to ask Jeff Pfeiffer this, and I apologize, Jeff. So it's just Kevin Myers immediately. Now, when we go to Perkins with him, what does he do? He eats gravy on every damn thing.
I think
he does.
Does he? Well,
yes.
I forget what.
But Jeff Pfeiffer, I apologize because I'm getting old now. Did I race with you or did I race with your dad? So either or, I apologize. But Kevin Myers, the only gravy he gets is on the job.
Is he saying you have a gravy job?
No, I'm not taking Fridays off, Jared. Well, I'd have to if I get up. So let's say we did this show.
You still got to work. You still have to work.
Well, how are you guys expecting me to get up, be here at 6 a.m., work until 9, and then go get in a tow truck?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't see that happening.
Just we'll make it an easy day.
But I've seen Jeremy Holbrook sometimes in the middle of the night. I get up and at 2, 3 in the morning, and he's doing an emergency job, and he works all day.
I saw Jeremy on Richmond Street.
Yeah, you blew the horn at him, called him a fat ass?
No, I did. I just blew the horn.
Yes,
and he didn't know who beeped because I was in my car.
You said he was eating a burger,
no, I did
eating
not.
like a fat ass.
I have the text to prove. I said, tell Jeremy I'm the one that beeped at him. That's all I said. I said
swear
nothing.
You said.
You're just making stuff up. I will show the text.
Kyle said 2 classes, rain killed them all so far. Yeah. I mean, this is rainy season for about another month. So
and that's why I feel so bad for Attica. Like they've canceled the last 2 weeks?
2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks because it's been either rain or cold, or the one day they posted a picture that there was just snow on the track.
Yeah.
And they race Fridays. Snow on the track. Well, they're already like, yeah, this isn't going to happen.
Kyle said, did Laura hold the umbrella so Jerry wouldn't get wet working in the rain?
No, I stayed in the truck and I recorded him and I made it into a TikTok.
Being the person Laura is, I would think she would have, hey, do you need this? You need that? I look up and there she is videoing in the dry comfort of her passenger seat.
Yeah, I made it into a great TikTok.
But, our other thing with this Friday thing, and I want to talk about it anymore until I can't do it for $100.
You do know that we're 18 minutes in and we haven't talked racing, and you said you want this to be an hour show.
All right, so I'll get into racing.
Okay, so we have hit on the 6 to 9 Friday thing that is a possibility, and we have hit on Tuesdays or Wednesdays for the future for this podcast.
If everybody don't mind, I'd like to move to Wednesdays, but if Tuesday is more suitable for everybody, then I'll make sure I'm done at a decent time at work and get in here and start get everything going. So you guys just let me know what you want.
I'll make the post after the show.
Damn.
What?
So Dad was early. So I raced with you at Lorraine for a little bit, Jeff. That was you and I back, I think, 2000 maybe to 2000.
I mean, early 70s would be you, right?
Maybe 90s or something like that.
Wasn't early 70s you?
Yeah, you're funny. Keep the comedic work for Doug and I. So let's go over a couple things that we got to talk about. First things first, we had our special guest, Jason Deal, in here. And we talked a little bit about, we talked a lot about Barberton and everything that's going on over there. But just to let everybody know, Jason's in the Ace Racing League. They kick off April 25th at Midvale. So if you want to learn more about the Ace Racing League, please go to the Facebook group. It's the Ace Racing League.
And to hit on the Barberton thing, it's so sad seeing everybody posting their memories and how everything's getting auctioned. I think there's like 2 days left on that auction, but I mean, they are selling every single thing.
Yeah.
I tried
buying the big 76 ball. I was bidding on it until Laura canceled that.
The what?
The big 76 ball that I wanted, the fuel ball. You told me no.
Because somebody else wanted it too, and they told me it was up to $1,600. I don't know what it is up to now, but that's expensive as hell. Somebody else wanted it that had a lot more to do with Barberton than you.
So let's get started with some other stuff. The NASCAR trucks and the Riley Series, they're at Rockingham this coming weekend. But, man, I'm looking forward for our guys to at Thor Sports do very good this weekend at Rockingham. I'm hoping our guys.
Yeah, I think when they did testing earlier in the year, I think Cole was the only one that went. Remember?
Yeah.
Because he had to
yeah.
Well, he was, because all the other ones tested last year. So he was so I'm sure, I think they're.
Josh Porter lost me with no pick of the 5-car intro snoot.
Okay, so yeah.
I thought we had that car in there.
No, because I asked everybody to, if you want to be part of the intro before this show started, to send in your photos, and I don't believe he did. And the hashtag snoozed, I know what that's in reference to. Thanks, Josh. So, I love how everyone's snoozing me. Join the club.
I know why you said it, because you post 40 questions.
And I have went down significantly because everybody had to bitch.
Listen, everybody, I want your comments on this. Laura's questions. I know. So this is what I said to her a long time ago. Ask maybe 3 questions in a 24-hour period.
And that's what I'm doing.
No, let me finish. I said, Laura, please, just 3 questions. Pick 3 good questions and let it do it. And something happened where we were getting 10 to 15 questions a day.
Yeah,
you didn't even let people finish reading the first question and 3 more popped in.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's not fine.
I'm sure it's.
Are we down to 3 questions?
We're down to 3. And then if I miss a day because life gets in the way, then the next day there'll be 6.
Will Wiggins, what's up, brother?
I'm pretty sure that only a handful of people have complained, maybe like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But it just gets everybody involved. It gets everybody giving us their opinions and everybody else reading them. And it's getting all of us excited for the race season. We want to hear what you people think about different situations, whether it be NASCAR or local. Yeah. That's what these questions are for.
I totally get it. But
so I know
3 questions is it.
And today we started our Racing Wives Wednesday, where it's going to be female-based questions.
Wednesdays?
On Wednesdays. The 3 questions today.
So what you're saying on Wednesday, none of us guys are going to get house cleaning or cooking done because you want people out here asking questions. Okay, got it.
Wow. Okay, 1950s Jerry, welcome to the show. So today we started that, where we want to hear from the ladies in the pits. Not just when I say Racing Wives Wednesday, it could be girlfriends.
You're not planning to, on Wednesdays to have racing wives come into the studio and talk racing.
I don't see why not.
Okay, come on, stop.
Okay, 1950s Jerry. Okay.
And listen, a lot of you are probably
much? Holy crap,
wondering why Laura is not on camera. Laura is not on camera tonight because I said we have Jerry Patrick media shirts, and that's what you're supposed to wear. If you're not going to wear company apparel, then you don't need to be seen. You need to be heard. So she is fighting me.
So I'm supposed to be seen and not heard. Okay. Should I go in the kitchen, boss? I mean,
if you don't mind, I'm a little bit hungry.
Like, holy crap. But here's the thing though. I would like a shirt that's like a V-neck or something that's a little bit more female based. Like these are men's t-shirts. I would like something that's a little bit more for all female, and I have no problem wearing it. Until then, I just want to wear what I'm comfortable with. So if you were a
machinist working at Bob's Machine Shop up the road, and they all had Aramark or whatever uniforms to wear, you wouldn't wear them because they're not tank tops or something? That's not how that works. A company.
Well, this is definitely not a machine shop.
Well, you know what I mean. This is the way it's supposed to be. Is we all wear.
Oh,
so
okay, buddy. Should I go bake some cookies or something?
If you wouldn't mind, I'm kind of hungry.
I feel like, Kevin, you're right. My Women's Day is backfiring. You're absolutely right.
So Jesus. On Wednesdays, you want to discuss what's going on?
It's not discuss. It's like instead of questions about racing, it's okay, ladies. What's difficult part of being married to a racer, or having a son that races, or something like that? Actually, the one post was, hey, tag somebody that. A wife that does a lot for you in racing. And we had a lot of people tagging their wives today or girlfriends. It doesn't have to be that. It could be mothers, aunts, sisters, friends. I just want to feature women because you guys race and you guys do a lot. But when you look in the pits or you look in the race shops, there's always women that are really there.
Listen, we
helping.
all laugh and joke, and I'm making jokes because I know there's probably some women that are listening with their husbands right now in the race shop. I make some jokes about it, but in all seriousness, none of us could do it without our significant others or a mom or a girlfriend or somebody.
Daughters in the pits helping their dads. I mean, you see, it's about 50-50 in the pits. So, I mean, I love that. It never used to be that way. So it's time that we start featuring the women too involved. Okay. And of course, women racers, because you're seeing more and more. So I love that. We're going to start featuring that.
Taylor Barringer says, boo, I'm racing from Albany watching you guys live.
Nice.
Well, welcome, Taylor. We hope we can entertain you a little bit. I was just informed that we're going to be having Women Wednesdays with racing. So
Racing Wives Wednesday.
For all the guys that are at home right now throwing stuff at their Facebook and yelling at me, I had nothing to do with it.
Should we call it Wags of Racing? Is it Wags, like women and girlfriends?
How about we call it?
What?
How about we call it just Wednesdays, Women Wednesday Racing? How about that? And I apologize for you guys that are going to be wanting to get home and dinner being on the table and it's not there and the house being clean. So I apologize.
Oh my God.
Everybody's going to see me at the track and probably get me in a corner and start beating me.
You're not.
Their house wasn't clean when they got home.
Jerry, move on to the next subject.
Mylene said, leave you alone.
I'm about to mute his mic.
So with everything going on right now with local racing, it's very important that we have this conversation. like I said, we're the Ace Racing League. Go to their group Facebook page, get on there, check their schedule. But they're at Midvale on April 25th for their opener. I'm planning on racing the Wheelman race at M40 on April 11th. I'm excited to get it done as long as I get the car done, which I believe is going to be done because we got a lot of stuff done on Sunday. At the end of the day, I'm going to work my butt off to try to make it to M40. And I appreciate everybody that's helping me trying to get the car done. Earl Goldie, my son Lane, everybody that has been here on helped me try to get the car done. I appreciate it.
It may not be all the way done. It might not look pretty, but we might be there. We'll see.
I just want to go racing. I'm ready to go.
It might not be wrapped in time.
Yeah, it might not be wrapped. I might have a duct tape number 00 on there.
And that's not anybody's fault, but just maybe us getting our
Taylor, I agree. They do drive us, man, and I'm just trying to be a little humorous here. But at the end of the day,
does he mean they drive you? We drive you guys motivationally, or we actually physically drive you guys to the track?
Well, he means motivationally. I wanted to say you guys drive us to the store, you drive us to dinner, you drive us, but
and that's not the case.
But yeah, so before we get into the Painesville Speedway talk and the Midvale talk, let's talk a little bit. You're trying to get the Ace. Kevin Meyer's trying to get the Ace Racing League on 7-Eleven. They should just do it. I don't know what the problem is.
So that'd be good for having that at Painesville. That'd be a great race. So
the NASCAR trucks will be at Rockingham this coming weekend. It's going to be some great racing. I also wanted to talk about my favorite series right now, the IHRA Stock Car Series, the late models. They raced at Pulaski and put on a great race. My friends Tim Horton, Dan Horton, and Daniel, I should say, and Stacy Compton, those three guys did a great job with that race. I know there was some negativity afterwards about the guy that took off. Hey, these cars, they're being teched. I promise you, the guys that are in that tech garage are retired NASCAR officials, and they want the most level playing field that you can get. That series is only going to grow if they do that. It's only going to grow if you follow the rules and you tech the cars, and teching is the key to it. So that guy that I've seen a couple people complain, oh, he took off and left everybody. He did his homework. He made it through tech. And I promise you, between Tim and Daniel Horton, those rules that they came out with are making it competitive. Everybody else was competitive. You just had a guy that did his homework for Pulaski and pulled away. So great job to those guys out there that got that race underway. Their next one is going to be at Cordell in a couple weeks. So, and I believe at the end of the day, I believe the IHRA Stock Car Series is going to keep growing and growing and growing, and it's going to be huge soon. I really believe that.
Yeah, it's just going to take time. It's a new series.
Kevin said they went 84 laps green. Oh, and that beats on it. All you guys out here that are drivers that are watching, 84 laps on a track like that, like Lorraine with the banking, man, that beats on you, man, for 84 laps. Larry Baldwin, how you doing, brother? Hope everything's going good. So with the NASCAR situation that's going on, the Cup guys are off this coming weekend. And I don't want to beat on this one too bad, because then it's going to seem like we're always picking on this one certain guy. But listen, Bubba Wallace took out Hocevar. At the end of the day now, Bubba Wallace, when Hocevar is banging on him, Bubba Wallace is calling him every name in the book, a no driver, can't do this, can't do that. What the hell was Bubba Wallace doing? Now, I don't want to kick on Bubba Wallace because he does that himself. At the end of the day, he does a lot of his own damage. But 2311 has turned around. I mean, they are doing fantastic. But to take, I'm trying to be politically correct and say this the right way.
Nobody likes you being political. Just say it. This is why people are watching. Is just say it the way it is.
For Bubba to be out there acting like a clown and then go, oh, I let off the gas. You drove through him. The in-car camera shows you drove through him. The problem is you got 5 guys over here going, oh, he let off the gas, and you got 5 guys over here saying he didn't, or he did. He did not let off the gas. He drove through Carson Hocevar. That was payback. He could say whatever he wants. But with Tyler Reddick doing as good as he is, Michael Jordan being positive, and Michael Jordan single-handedly helping NASCAR become NASCAR once again to a point, you got this clown slamming into Carson Hocevar and taking out a bunch of cars. So at Martinsville, you didn't just take out Carson Hocevar, you took out a couple cars.
15.
So
15.
Thank you. So as Laura said, you took out 15 cars with that stupid incident. You couldn't have waited. You couldn't have waited till you guys got clear. You couldn't have waited until you got on another straightaway where all the cars went around you. But you are the demise of you. You are the problem of you, Bubba Wallace. You're the reason why you get on a super speedway, there's nobody around you, and you do good, they push you to the win. That's great. That's great. Obviously, and this goes back to what I've said for many years. This is why us short track guys, and I shouldn't say me and put me in that group, but us short track guys that race on Saturday nights at Midvale, Painesville, Lorain, anywhere around the country could outdrive these guys. Because when they get on a track like Martinsville where talent and skill comes, they fall apart. And I would put, and I've said this before, guys like Mayo Spence and these guys would go out there. I know they would beat these guys. I know. So I don't understand why Bubba felt at that moment to take out, not sticking up for Carson Hocevar because he needs to learn. Yeah. And he's going to get to that point. But it wasn't called for. I understand you don't like Carson Hocevar. A lot of people don't like him, but they didn't go out there and wreck half the field to do it. So I hope that Michael Jordan sat him down and said, hey, listen, we're doing good here. The eyes are upon us right here. I'm working my butt off trying to get the NASCAR people back to where they were. And I know a lot of you guys think it's staged when it's not staged at all. So just take a breath. If you're Bubba Wallace or you know him, and I know I got a couple people on here that are involved with 23 racing, you can show them this. I don't care. I don't give a crap. It was not necessary. And your excuses and your bullshit is not acceptable. Nobody's listening. You should be just driving and trying your best to win races. When you're frustrated and can't get around somebody like that, you drive through them. You're no better than him. You're talking about weeks and weeks in a row how bad Carson Hocevar is, and you did what he did or what he does. It doesn't make any sense to me. So pull your head out of your ass and start being the driver you claim you are and help 2311 celebrate and get better and better and better. Now we're coming up on your favorite tracks, you say. Let's see how you do. So, but man, I watched that probably 10 times and could not believe that he said, I didn't drive through him. I let off the gas. I got pushed. You didn't get pushed. There was probably 2 foot behind you when that wreck happened. So don't give me that crap. If that's the way you want to drive, go race for someone else. Go work for Colleague. Go race for them. I mean, they're politically correct to what you're looking for. And that's my next topic. What do you guys think about Daniel Dye being suspended? I want to know your opinion. I'm going to tell you mine. My opinion is at what point does your freedom of speech, and listen, I heard this today watching a little bit of the Supreme Court hearings. Your freedom of speech. What's the guy's name from the Chicago Bulls that just got fired? Ivy?
Yes, Ivy, yes.
So he got fired for freedom of speech. Religious speech. They fired him. They let him go, or they wavered him, or however you want to say it. So you want the NBA to let their players, as long as they're repeating what the NBA wants repeated, it's okay. But the moment when Ivy starts talking about his beliefs in God and Jesus, then you get rid of him. And I understand there's more to it. But Daniel Dye, NASCAR reinstated him, Colleague let him go.
Well, quote, he resigned, but we all know what
we
happened.
know what happened.
Colleague said, you're going to tell him that you are resigning, but you're fired.
Yeah, and it's just ridiculous. Cantley just came on.
Yep.
Cantley, at the beginning of the show, you missed it. I'm going to talk about it real fast because you're on here. A couple people want me to do a Friday morning show from 6 to 9. They're placing a bet that I couldn't do it. What is it, $100? The one said he would give us, Laura. But the only way I would do it, and I know you can't miss work, so they want a Friday morning from 6 to 9 here. If you come in and do it with me on a Friday morning, I'll do it. But if you can't come in and do it with me, I'm not doing it. So Craig Brackman, you're right. Free speech doesn't mean you have free consequence. I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that statement. My problem is when you have guys like LeBron James talking about the things that he talks about with freedom of speech. And in the NBA, and his narrative matches the NBA, he doesn't get in trouble. You and I might not agree with what LeBron has to say, but as long as the NBA does, that's where I have the problem with Ivy getting waived. The same thing with Daniel Dye, right?
Daniel Dye, yes.
You know, you do have freedom of speech to a point. Like you said, they have consequences. But your freedom of speech, every time we say something and someone gets in trouble, it gets nicked a little bit more. Then they go, oh, well, if he would have said it this way, or he would have done it. That's not what this is about. And I don't believe, do we have the actual comment, what he said?
It wasn't so much the comment. I mean, there was a few things, but he was on some sort of feed.
Yeah.
And he was saying things about somebody that I don't know if the person was actually gay or not, but he was talking in a voice that could be something like that. So either he was calling the person gay or saying that the way he talks was. So that's what it was. It wasn't like what Larson did years ago when he used words that he should not. Yeah. It was something like that.
But you know what? And a lot of you guys that know me, I had a gay brother, and I love my brother to death, and I supported him. I went to marches to support him. When he was younger, I had to defend him in school when people started picking on him and everything. But my brother also said, let people live. My brother wasn't the kind of person that you see now when they just attack you and just start trying to cancel culture you and do all that stuff. My brother was the complete opposite. And a lot of his friends that I still communicate with on a daily basis all agree to that. You know, so for Daniel to lose his job, there should have been, if you were offended about what he said or how he acted or the way he was doing it and being funny, that's called etiquette classes. You send him to etiquette classes, you teach him. But the moment you do that, then he loses who he is, his personality. It's like Kyle Busch back in the day. Kyle Busch was angry all the time. Even when Kyle Busch won a race, he was still angry. He would flip off the crowd. He would bow to him and do all that stuff.
He's still angry, just in a more
mild
way.
But yeah, you know, they put him through things to change him.
Yeah, you and that's what like sensitivity classes. I think Daniel did that to get reinstated with NASCAR, and then they still got fired. So he was putting forth. He released a statement. He apologized. He went through the sensitivity stuff, and then they still fired him. But
and Kyle makes a great point.
Yes, he does.
He was in a bad spot, but driving for Ram, that like you say, is coming back into the sport. They're trying to do better. They're watching everything that's being said. They're trying to do, but it should not have been a termination. He should have had to go to classes for a month, come back, get in there and tell everybody, hey, I apologize for the way I handled it.
Someone's going to pick him up for a ride. I mean, that's not a question. It's just
I like him.
That has more understanding.
I like him.
More, maybe colleagues maybe that's just their strict policies.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't, so someone's going to pick him up. I mean, he's a good driver. So
yeah. So with that being said, I hope he does find a ride. Like I said, I'm getting a little agitated every time someone says something, even if you're in the NBA or if you're in NASCAR or NFL. Every time someone speaks up that's Christian, they get attacked or they go through this. And that's not the country we should be living in. That's not the way it should be. And I don't want to get into politics. That's not what we're about. But you guys know what I'm talking about.
Well, there's also, it's funny that we're talking about this, about freedom of speech. There's one other thing that I was going to hit on, and this kind of flows into this, but I don't know if you remember hearing about this, but it was like a week or two ago, a very prominent NASCAR reporter was not allowed to go to the Rattler 250 at South Alabama because the week before he criticized a contest they had about making like a design for the race.
Yeah.
And somebody won the money that used AI, and he criticized him. And they said, I guess he went there and they're like, you are absolutely not allowed in this race unless you apologize. And he said, okay, F off. I'm not going to apologize for what I feel. So that went completely viral. Kenny Wallace was sticking up for him. All of these big names are saying, why would you not allow this Matt Weaver to not come to a big race, the one that Ty won, because of something he said? I mean, it's true.
It is getting out of hand.
It's getting out of hand. If there's a contest of a design, it should be a true design, not using, AI.
Well, the other thing too, these racetrack owners are struggling to get fans in. They're struggling to get entertainment. So you finally get someone there that can, and listen, nowadays it's just not cool to be that guy. It's just not cool because then they shut you off. You lose your money, you lose sponsors. But I've always been a straightforward kind of guy. If you have a problem with that, maybe you don't need to be owning a racetrack. Maybe you need to go promote a putt-putt or a golf course or open a movie theater and sell popcorn or something. But in our business, in our industry, it's your job to entertain. It's not your job to dictate what this guy feels and what he wants to do. But that's what you're trying to do. And being down south, that's even more shocking, because when we were in Monroe, Louisiana, they wanted entertainment, but I'm telling you, they were very religious.
We had to watch what we said.
Yeah.
We could not cuss. We could not do certain things because of the environment. And that was like, and it's the opposite, up here, we were talking a couple weeks ago at Paynesville, how we want the drivers to be themselves, because that's what the fans love. And that's the direction that they're going, to get to know the drivers and let them just be them. If they want to fight, if they want to, well, I'm not encouraging fighting. I'm not promoting that, but I'm just saying, Paynesville's not saying you guys have to act this way, just be you. And that's what makes people come back. And
hopefully Daniel Dye, he'll get a job pretty quick. I'm hoping, hopefully Ivy gets a job soon. I seen him. He was at a game last night, had his Jesus hat on and stuff. And some of his former players were giving him a hug and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
you can't force somebody to change their religious views. I mean, that's not right.
That's not what God would want. I mean, a true Christian would do that. But anyways, I don't want to bore you guys with that kind of stuff. So
take us to church, Jerry. Praise the Lord.
But, again, April 11th, a bunch of us will be with the Women's Series at M40. Hopefully, if you guys don't have anything going on, you could shoot out the M40. I know it's a drive, but if the weather's great, it's going to be great racing. I'm looking forward to racing the track.
You said it's similar to Lorraine?
It looks like Lorraine with more banking.
More banking, yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys will come out and support the Women's Series.
Cantley just said if it's one show, he'll take the day off and come do it with you.
No, he won't.
He just said it. I put the comment up there.
Did he really? No, because now everybody's going to want to do this. Everybody's going to want to do this is to get me up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Jerry.
Doug, if you're serious about doing it, I would seriously do it from 6 to 9. I don't know if you're on, but Laura and I were talking. I have a lot of Cleveland musicians that are famous or whatever you want to call them, rock stars, that will let me play their music and stuff like that. We could do this, have some comedy in between, and just have some fun, talk about the news and what's going on for the weekend. So if you're in, I'm in, but I'm not doing it without you. So
that sounded gay.
Yeah, it sounded gay.
Wait, I don't have to be politically correct. That sounded gay.
Oh my God, he sounded gay.
Am I fired?
So, all right. So let's talk about the elephant in the room for a moment.
Is that my elephant noise?
The hell was that?
That was my elephant.
Just get run over by a car?
Yeah, pretty much.
Kyle says it has a lot of bank. Kyle, are you coming on the 11th to support the Women's Series?
M40.
So today, Paynesville finally released their payout and things like that. And I just wanted to say I've seen a lot of Jeff Pfeiffer says I need beauty sleep.
Yes.
So I've seen so far with the Paynesville payout, I've seen it split down the middle. But before I even go off on saying anything, I just want to remind everybody, I don't work for Paynesville Speedway. I'm friends with Scott. I'm friends with Kevin. I'm friends with most of the drivers, or probably all the drivers that race there, and some of the employees. But me, of all people, my dad raced there. My mom raced Powder Puff there. My brother Jeff raced there. I've raced there. My nephew Jeffrey races there. And all of our families come together. So I want Paynesville open, and I don't care what it takes to keep the place open. So what I've heard over the last couple months when other tracks are closing is, oh my God, we got to help Paynesville stay open. We got to do this. We got to do that. And then they put the payout, and then everybody loses their minds. Now, part of this problem is I understand where you're coming from with the payouts. You as a driver have a $20,000 race car and you want to be paid. I get it. But at least you have a place to go to. You're waking up on Saturday morning, the sun's shining, and you have a place to go to race. And I know, just get through this first year. I'm asking all you drivers and all you fans that are going to come out to Painesville Speedway, quit being negative and turn it into something positive. Wake up Saturday morning, get your race car loaded, get the family going, make sure the wife's getting all the food and everything already and the house is clean before you load up.
I knew that was coming.
And just support the place before it's gone.
At least you have a track.
You have a track to go to. Those drivers at Barberton would love to get that kind of payout right now instead of having to drive 2 hours one way or this way.
Sandusky, Lorraine, be happy that you guys have a track. Be grateful.
Kevin Myers. I'm going off track, but Kevin Myers.
I know.
Show starts at 6 a.m., crashes at 6:03.
That won't be my problem because I will not be the producer.
You will be here.
No, I won't.
But so let's discuss that real quick with the pay. I get it. I understand where your car or how much money you have in the cars. I get it. But just give them the shot to pay the bills. If you don't want to race there, I totally get it. I understand it. I'll still support you, whatever it is you want to go do. But just show up. Put your cars together, show up, and let's get this place back to its historical ways. Show up in droves. Get your family in there. Get your friends in there. Call people. Because there's racetracks around this whole country that are not open. Nashville Speedway has apartments, $1 million apartments built right off the property. And they're fighting to keep it open. Kenny Wallace and them are trying to keep it open. So listen, just give them the opportunity to make it through this year. And in year 2, then you can sit down with Kevin and Scott in a driver's meeting. Hey, Wallencheck, hope you're doing good, brother. Then you can sit with Kevin and Scott. All of us can sit with them and go, hey, listen, we got through year 1. You made it. The place is going to make it. You're making money. What can we do to get the purse up a little bit? But you got to get through year 1 first. As a racetrack promoter that has saved racetracks around this country, all over the place. A lot of you that know me know my history and how I save racetracks. It can only be saved by taking a step back, taking a breath, and understanding the business. This first year, he needs to make money to make it to year 2. He's got payments to make in the wintertime, all that stuff. It's the big picture. So just get through year 1. When you see Scott, you see his wife, you see his daughter, Andrea and Kevin, shake their hands and say thank you, and we're going to be here. We're going to support it. Go ahead.
Let's talk about the positive thing about this too. Another positive. At the end of the night, you're walking away with cash.
I was going to get to that.
Okay.
So Painesville Speedway will be paying cash at the end of the night, like the old days, like the old school. Now you're leaving with cash in your pocket. Doesn't matter how much it is.
We love cash.
At the end of the day, if you tell me, if you can look in my face and tell me you go racing to make money, you're lying.
You're
because
crazy.
You don't go racing to make money.
Ain't nobody making
You go
money.
there to make a little bit of money to try to help pay and offset a little bit. But nobody at any track is going there to make money. Unless your weekly purse is $10,000 to win, you're not going there to make money. Jerry, here's the thing: those 3 stocks have 20,000 of them. Yes, they do. So he's
saying why do they? Well,
but they do because the rules over the last several years have allowed that to happen. Now, if you look at the cars, what Scott has done, Scott and Kevin, they've brought them down a little bit. They put us all on a fair tire. I hope the tire is going to be as good as they say it's going to be, because if it's not, then they got to make a quick change. But I believe it's going to be fine. But they are bringing the cost of the car down. They're bringing it back down to where it needs to be. But none of us are racing to make money. We're racing to make enough to put gas in the car or buy a tire or do whatever we can to get back out there. But back in the days when I first started racing, we raced for trophies. And I know we're not there anymore. I know it's 2025. Nobody's racing for trophies. If I was at Painesville Speedway and I was managing Painesville Speedway, I'd have a compact class that was all trophies. I would have the figure 8 class? The
old school.
The old school figure 8s would be running for trophies. And I would try to work with everybody to try to build it up. I would give them special certificates and stuff throughout the night to make them come back the following week. One of the things I would do at any of the tracks I was at, I would try to donate from a class I got a trophy. Once a night, I would donate to somebody in the class. I would pick their name out of a hat, and I'd give them a free wristband for the following week. One free wristband for that driver to get in the following week. Kevin and Scott, they're going to get there, but they can't get there if the place ain't open, and they can't get it open if you don't come support them. And you can't keep saying that you can't show up for that purse. You're not racing for purses. You may think you are, but you're not. So just give them an opportunity, give them a shot, and see how it goes. Joel says engines are well over 10,000 for a good street stock engine. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I completely agree. Hopefully next season, it'll go down a little bit more with the engine rules and things like that. But again, at least you have a place to race. Who is going to say, I'm not going to Painesville to race because of the purse? You're not saying it. Nobody's saying that. You're not driving all the way to Midvale Speedway from Painesville for $100 because you're going to waste $200 in gas.
Especially these gas prices.
So, or buying the tires and things like that.
Or staying at a hotel when you get there because you're too tired to drive home. There's a lot of extra things in there of having to drive that far. And the same thing with, any track.
Completely agree.
You can't drive. It's hard to drive far away. That's why we keep saying be grateful for what you have, because you could be one of these drivers at Sandusky or Barberton or even Lorraine that don't have a place to race or any. I mean, it's too far to drive, or their car doesn't fit into their category. So just be grateful and give it a chance.
I really think give them an opportunity. It's going to be great. So if you remember Scott's conversation months ago, he has to have this place paid off pretty quickly. And for him to do that, he needs us there. I'm going to be racing some wheelman races, but I'm also going to be racing Painesville. I bought a pit spot, a pad. I bought a pad. Even though I'm not going to be there every week, I still spent the money on a pad. Just so they had my $100, because my $100 is going to go to something.
So if we're not there any racing, we'll rent this pit spot out for $200.
$200 a night.
We're gonna make money on this. Rent you a spot for $200.
So all right. So let's talk about it. You guys understand where they're coming from, right? And again, Scott and Kevin, I didn't talk to them today. We had no discussions about this.
We just saw the post.
It's me as a promoter and also me as a driver explaining to you guys why he has to do that. He has to do that. He has no choice. This first year, he has to do this. So I want to clear this part up, though, that I read in the post. Chapman calling it a hobby. I swear to God, I'm going to kick him in his nuts when I see him. It is an expensive hobby. It's always been, Chuck.
It is a hobby.
You do not have to give your winnings back to the track. I had 2 phone calls today that we have to give our winnings back to the track. That is not the case. That's not the truth. That's not what they're asking.
They've never said that.
They are simply saying if you want to help at the end of the night and you want to help give back to the track so we can keep it open, they would appreciate it and they will reward you. Down the road, you'll be rewarded for doing that. But you don't have to do that. If you get your money at the payout window and you decide to go home or go get pizza or what, they don't care. They would appreciate it to help them to keep it going. But at the end of the day, he doesn't have a choice. That purse to me for his first year and getting going and everything that he had to put out, he needs every penny to make it to the next season.
And you know what? It's a smart move to do that because remember when we took over Fast Tracks in Louisiana at Chatham, and we took over the purse, we took over everything that was there, and it was so hard for us because they were paying their drivers like
it was $1,000 win.
What was modifieds was $200 to start, $250 to start, and that's regular racing.
Yeah.
So it really put us into a deep hole quickly.
Immediately.
And we were stressed about making sure we had the fans and making sure we had the cars, and everything had to be perfect because we inherited that insane payout. So what they're doing is they're actually being strategic and smart and saying, listen, if this is going to work, we have to start here and we're going to make it up to the next level.
Yeah.
As long as you guys support us. And I think it's the right thing to do.
Just build the cars. Let's get through this year. Let's just, as drivers, as someone that I know it's come out of your mouth before, I know you are watching right now as a driver or a fan, and you're thinking to yourself, man, did I really say that before? This is what you said, and I know you said it. Man, hope our track don't close.
Mm-hmm.
Painesville Speedway is a part of the township. It's a part of the community. And when I say community, I don't mean just Painesville. I mean from Conneaut all the way to the west side of Cleveland and maybe farther. Yeah. Like Jeff, I think Jeff Pfeiffer lives in Wellington, if I remember correctly.
He just said, yeah, I mean, making the drive from Lorain to support Painesville.
Yeah.
He just said that.
So I really want you guys to understand this. Painesville Speedway is the only track that is not, to me, it's not a racetrack. It's a home. We call that home. It's family. Everybody knows everyone. All the racers know. You could drive down into Madison and see a race car on a trailer. You know who it is because you know everybody. It is a community racetrack. And at the end of the day, it's here. And we need to do our best to keep it going. But I heard somebody say, oh, Painesville Speedway is just another crash derby track. And I wish I could remember where we were at, where were we last week? Where the guy goes, oh, you race over at Painesville Speedway, the crash up derby place. I said, no, it's a stock car track. Yeah, there's figure eight racing, but it's real racers, real money, real cars.
I have to think of that.
I forgot where we're at. And the guy said it to us. So it kind of ticked me off a little bit because I don't like people thinking of Painesville Speedway that way. But I understand because of the reputation over the years. Yeah, Kevin said it's you donating that money is 100% voluntary, completely. You don't have to. When you win the feature, just don't go in the backstretch going, oh, I won nothing. I got to give it back to the track. No, you don't. You absolutely do not have to. They would just appreciate it.
Like you said, 100% voluntary.
Yeah, so we get into year number 2. Let's pack the stands again. We're only a couple weeks away from racing starting. So let's pack that place again. Let's make this the complete restart. All the fighting and arguing that you had, or if you've been kicked out of the track, or you got in a fight at the place, let it go. Let it go. Come in there knowing this place is going to be open, and you have an opportunity to do what 2 other tracks cannot do, which is Barberton and Sandusky.
And Lorain.
Not racing.
You know, can count
yeah,
Lorain
I have no
too.
idea what's going on with Lorain.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, we really don't.
I really was hoping that, I don't want to say his name because I don't know if he wants it out there or not, but I was really hoping he was going to get this deal done.
Wallencheck, we can't bring you on the show because he's supposed to be done in 30 seconds. He said he was going to.
I'm going to be done here in about 5 minutes, Wallencheck.
So, he said he's doing an hour, and we're at the 25 seconds left mark, which I don't think.
So I really want everybody to step back, please. Just give them the opportunity because they are going to turn the place around. It's going to be better. The racing is going to be fun to watch, and.
They're wanting to bring back the nostalgia of what you guys loved back in the 80s, 90s. I mean,
the biggest thing is I hear they're bringing back programs.
Yes.
I hope I can make the program.
Well, you actually have to win.
I don't know.
Stop banging your water. Nobody wants to hear that. And yeah,
Jason Wells, you ain't kidding. Jason, you really need to come out to Painesville Speedway, man, this year and enjoy some of the racing. I know you're way out west.
Give me your water bottle. Nobody wants to hear you bang.
I won't do it no more.
Jeff Pfeiffer, he just took my next story I was going to say was the Super Modified series, the Outlaw Supers.
Yeah.
They have a practice coming up at Lorain to be like their shakedown for Toledo.
The Toledo race is going to be pretty badass with the Super Modifieds.
So the Supers, I just had this up. They're going to have an open practice Sunday, April 12th from 12 to 5 at Lorain.
Did the Neubauers call me in yet? Did they tap me in and say, come on, man, you can race the other one?
They did not.
Damn it.
They did not. They did not tag you in yet.
So what do you guys think about what's going on over at Painesville? What do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? It's open. Let's go racing. Nobody builds these cars to make money. I know you, like I said, just
And Jason, to answer your question, the first race is April 25th at Paynesville. I like to cover. I'm trying to cover other stories of different tracks, but I keep looking on their Facebook and I can't find opening day for Midvale. So if anybody knows opening day for Midvale, they've been promoting their employees, which I think is great, and they're starting to promote their drivers individually, which is awesome too. But I just don't know a lot about their upcoming schedule. So if anybody knows opening day at Midvale,
you know what I got to do before racing
April
starts?
April 25th.
I got to get Chuck Chapman in here.
Yeah,
him and I have some stories we could tell you guys that would just blow you away. So I think I really do need to get Chuck in here. He would be such a...
Well, there you go. We have Chuck. You want to show on a show? You
maybe
have
I can get
Kyle
Chuck,
and Foose Jr.
Foose Jr. in here and have a nice show and stuff like that. But
okay, Kyle said 18th or 25th for Midvale, and then we definitely know Paynesville's the 25th.
Bobby shied.
Yeah.
Yes, they will have hot dogs. I will get you and Bobby. I will get you and your wife a special pass for Paynesville Speedway to walk around the pits on a race night, the night that I'm there racing, and you can definitely enjoy yourself at Paynesville.
Hey, you know what? So the 25th is the opening day for Paynesville, and you are pit pad 25.
Oh
it's
my
meant
God,
to be.
It's meant to be.
You're so
for
good.
me to start on the pole, sandbag, and win it.
God. I was just gonna say you weren't gonna wreck, but okay. Let's just.
And just so everybody know, they see Bobby shied on here. Bobby and we're family. He works for Paul Lee Funny Car, but it's McLeod clutches and things like that. So if you want a legal clutch, you cannot get it from McLeod. So Bobby, don't try to sell your clutches on here. But Paul Lee's actually been doing pretty good this year, man. He's been close.
He just said, let's give away some clutches and converters.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Hell yeah. Wait, does that help us at all?
We're not allowed to run here.
Never mind. Hell no, yeah, actually, for all of you guys.
I think McLeod does. Bobby, you can correct me. Does McLeod sell a stock clutch for a 350 or something like that for like a Chevrolet small block? So yeah, heck yeah.
And then Kevin said thanks to everyone that came out to their booth at the IX Center. I forgot about that. Yeah.
How was that?
I heard it was real great and real busy. And also I saw some really cool Paynesville Speedway gear being worn by a few people recently. So definitely when you go to the races, hit up the souvenir stand because they have some cool
I like the
stuff.
hat. Kevin was here what day? Sunday?
Yes.
And he had a nice cool
Very
hat on.
cool.
I really like the hat that he had on.
I know they have some hoodies. They have some real neat stuff. I saw, I think on their page, they have some like tattoos for the kids.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's real exciting. So just make sure that when you go to the track on the 25th, hit up that souvenir stand and get some merch.
Man, I just want you guys, before I let you guys go, we can talk for a couple more minutes. I got to be out of here soon. What I'm doing is, in my mind, Laura says I drag these shows on way too much, and I don't want to.
Well, I mean, because usually half the show is talking about food.
Yeah.
So instead of food, we were talking about you doing your 6 to 9 show. 6 to 9 show. I should make sure my words don't blur together. 6 to 9 a.m. music show. So that took up like most of our time now. So
Bobby Scheid said that McLeod that he works for, he said they do sell stock stuff. And Bobby, did I just see you were in, I hope I say it right, Qatar or something like that, where they're shooting buildings down and blowing buildings up and things like that? I meant to say shooting airplanes down, but I should building.
I feel like allowed to, is there like is that like a no-fly zone?
I thought he was in like Saudi Arabia or Qatar or something like that. Just recently.
He said McLeod street level is a stock configuration, he said.
Man, that's crazy. But yeah, so Chuck, maybe we need to get you in here, bud. And you and Kyle and Foose Jr., maybe we need to come in here and do something. And
I like how we said we're going to go off the air soon, and we are at the highest viewership we've had this entire show.
Oh, everybody.
It looks like everybody kind of kicks in.
If you are just coming on now and Dubai. Just watching, I'm thinking about moving the show from Tuesday to Wednesdays. I'll let you guys know in the next couple of days. But I think Wednesdays fit us all a little better. Yeah, Tom, the tattoos for the kids were pretty cool. So Bobby was in India, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
Man, you are crazy,
and then now
bro.
everyone's throwing in their Pop-Tarts again. What they like: strawberry Pop-Tarts, brown cinnamon sugar. How did we just get to Pop-Tarts again? You guys are not helping this food situation.
So how did the Woman Wednesday go for you, in your opinion? How did it go? Hold on, let me check, see how it went. No, dinner wasn't cooked, so it didn't work out good for me. How'd it go for the rest of you guys?
Shut up.
Maybe you should bring some wives in here on a Wednesday.
No, it's going well. Listen, whenever we do anything, like it takes a while to kick up. Like, like we were doing the spotlights on drivers, and so far my only spotlight has been you. Because Scott Skufka said, he yelled at me at the track and said, "Don't tag me in that shit. I don't want to do no stinking freaking surveys or interviews." So, and then we tagged Chad Tikovic, and we never heard back. So that hasn't taken off, but it's going to. So
these guys talking about Pop-Tarts, but here's the real serious question. Okay, so I do have Pop-Tarts and stuff. I do eat them, but cereal, man. How do we get off the subject for cereal? So my favorite go-to cereal, and as a racer on race morning, I really love Cocoa Puffs, man. She buys me a big box of the Cocoa Puffs, and I'll eat a whole box in one sitting.
And that's why you are fat.
So
that's why you won't fit in your race car this year.
So I really hope while we're waiting on some responses about their favorite cereal, I cleared the Painesville Speedway thing up from my point of view. And I'm trying to speak not for Painesville Speedway, but for all the drivers that are out there going, man, do I really want to go out there and race for that? Stop worrying about it. You don't go to racetracks to race for money. You go there to have fun and be competitive. It's what we do. We're men. We go out there and we do this stuff so we can be the best of the best for a whole week. And I'm hoping you kind of understand that, you get that. And I want everybody out there doing that. Everybody. Jason Deal said frosted flakes. Yeah, frosted flakes. Aren't those the ones? Yeah, frosted flakes is Tony the Tiger.
All right, these are coming in too fast.
They get really soggy after a couple of minutes, don't they? And they just getting really nasty. Apple Jacks, hell yeah. I was walking through the store. I was walking through Myers last week, and Apple Jacks, no, that was Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops has an all chocolate Fruit Loop now. So if they're all chocolate Fruit Loops, then they're not Fruit Loops. What are they? Cocoa Loops?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They said Fruit Loops on it.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
So Kyle, I'm the same way. I don't drink milk anymore. I have to drink
it's like lactate.
You give me
Fairlife.
I have to drink Fairlife because it's really
lactose free.
Because regular milk kills my stomach, man. Even Chuck Chapman likes frosted flakes. Come on, Chuck. There's something else there. Chuck, you got to give me your second.
Okay, Bobby Scheid's got you beat here. He says, Cocoa Puffs. I have pics on Facebook eating them in 16 different countries.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so he's now the supreme king of Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, you are the king of
he's the king of Cocoa Puffs.
But here, Bobby, I'm going to one-up you, and Laura is my witness. When I eat my cereal, I have to eat it with chocolate milk. And Laura doesn't I don't care if it's Cocoa Puffs. I don't care if it's Fruity Pebbles, Cheerios. I will get Fairlife chocolate milk, and I will eat my cereal that way.
Fruity Pebbles, that's good too.
Joe Phillips says Kicks.
Oh, that's like
he does not. He's so full of crap. There's no way.
There's no flavor to that. Oh.
There's no way he's eating Kicks.
I don't know.
Now, when I grew up in Madison and things like that, back in those days when I grew up there, we had big giant bags because we were on Section 8 WIC cards or whatever the hell, food stamps back then, and we would get these fake.
They had like a different name, like a generic name.
What was the? Damn it! Now I'm gonna have to put it up on here. I can't think of it.
A generic form of what?
What is the Super Sugar Crisp? What was that? There was a little. It was Super Sugar Crisp. They looked like little corn things, not corn pops, but they were little corn things. But we would have to eat those with powdered milk. So I wouldn't wait for the powdered milk. I would just pour water in there and eat them that way. Damn, I wish I could remember
that. It's
like
Golden Crisp? Wait.
Let me see.
Wait, Sugar Crisp?
Let me see.
That is the box.
Yes.
What is that?
See.
Yeah, take it.
So these, when we were kids living in Madison, when we were on WIC, this is what we had to eat. So hopefully you could see that stuff. But let me get it in there. but we had Carnation Instant Milk. And a lot of you people will remember, like Chuck Chapman and Kevin Myers and all of you guys remember Carnation Instant Milk because we were all poor. So,
hey, speaking of Kevin Myers, did anybody watch the last week's waffle that we had? Congratulations on winning the purple.
Oh my God. How did that even
Congratulations
happen?
on winning the purple race car, because that was very exciting. If any of you were watching that hour and a half waffle we had, it came down to the wire between Kevin Myers and Earl Goldie.
The two guys that didn't want the car, they only did it to help to get the spots filled up.
Yes.
They only did it to get the spots filled up.
Very tense. It was very exciting.
And then somebody tried buying the car off of Kevin, and he didn't want to sell it yet. They offered him, how much did they offer him?
We're not going to disclose that right now because we don't want to mess up any future negotiations.
Yeah.
But right now, I know Kevin, obviously, being the race director at Paynesville, he's doing the right thing and making sure somebody can
race there at the track.
Yeah,
with
can race it. They can buy it from him and race it at Paynesville.
Kyle, you're right. We called them Super Sugar Smacks. They were called Sugar Smacks, but we got the generic ones. They were in a big bag. The bag was huge. It was wide. It was tall, and you had to drink. You had to eat it with the Carnation Instant Milk. And
oh my gosh, I'm glad I didn't have to live like that.
Man,
I'm kidding. No, we didn't.
You had to wait for Mom to put the water in it and mix it up, and I wouldn't wait. I would just pour the water in it. So I would eat it with water. So
I'm
Golden
sure
Grams are good, also. Joel said, but Joel, there's no way. I believe you eat kicks. But so we talked about a lot of things tonight. I'm going to talk to Doug Cantley about doing this Friday morning. It's not going to be this Friday, I can promise you, but from 6 a.m. till 9 a.m. to get you off for the weekend and play some good music and stuff like that. But it really bothered me today seeing a lot of guys complaining. Even the guys that were positive about it had to figure out a way to be negative about it. Let's just go racing. Let's just go have a good time. Let's get this place up and running. And in next year, when the second season starts with Scott, he'll reward everybody and raise the purse, maybe, hopefully, raise the purse, and things will be better in year 2. But I want you guys to understand our first year racetrack business is very hard. Your insurance is higher. Everything's high.
And also, none of you, well, maybe some of you have seen it, but you'll see on opening day or the first practice or whatever, but how much work has been put into the track and how much money Scott has put into the track so far to make it ready for opening day. So please take that into account.
This is waiting on signal. Hope it's not me.
That's going to be probably your tablet.
Okay.
Just please take into account the money, the initial startup money that goes into doing the track.
Think of the money you're saving, though, buying the tires. What do we pay a piece for the tire? $100 a tire?
Yes.
On there, so you're saving, I think, $85 a tire.
I was saying, did she just crash it? Are we on?
Yeah, I think you crashed it, actually.
I'm still on my.
So,
well, hold on a second.
Let's see. That's my lord. You couldn't go the whole show without crashing it.
Okay, I still see us on. I mean, are we still on? Is anybody? Can you guys hear us?
Click on it.
Can you see us?
So,
I mean, my tablet's still showing that we're on. So
I don't know, but. You know what? We'll talk again. We're going to put it up to hear from you guys about moving the show from Tuesday to Wednesday. If you want it to stay on Tuesdays, we'll keep it there. If not, I'm going to move it to Wednesdays from 7 to 9. And I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Maybe I'll throw another show in this week, but
maybe we did crash because, yeah. So some people are saying we're on, some said we're back. We're down to 8 viewers and we were at 27. So I'm guessing something happened. There's a lot of things down with internet, different areas. So I'm wondering if that's what's happened. But real quick, Kevin just said tires are half as much, should last longer, and it's $20 in fuel to get there.
That's correct.
So I
want you guys to always remember this. It's not a show from the race shop without Laura crashing.
I didn't crash it. This is like a tornado. No, I have not touched anything.
So we will work on things. We'll get some stuff posted here about moving the show, get your guys' opinion. And until then, thank you guys for tuning in. Let's talk about it more. It's open dialogue. Let's be positive. Let's have open dialogue here and try to help Paynesville Speedway be successful once again. Until next week, but I might do a show from here to then just to get things rolling with all the other racetracks. If not, we will see you next week. Thank you for
Tuesday or Wednesday.
And remember, Wednesday is what is it called? Women Wednesday with
Racing Wives Wednesday.
Racing Wives Wednesday. So until next week, everybody, have a good week. Hit me up. We'll talk soon. Good night, everybody.